Well, let's focus on the next company, Titagarh Rail Systems. The stock is a little bit under pressure. First quarter was a little bit weakish. Lower execution of passenger wagons impacted the overall numbers. Mr. Umesh Chaudhary, the Vice Chairman as well as the MD of the company, joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Chaudhary. Good having you on the show. Thanks a lot for joining in. Well, what went on in the first quarter? What was the execution run rate? I recall you were talking about around 1,000 wagons per month. What was it in the first quarter, and how do you see it shaping up?
You see, as far as the first quarter is concerned, we did about a lesser number of wagons. We did close to 2,100 wagons. That's an average of 700 wagons. If you compare it to the year-on-year quarter, we were better than that, about 10%, 12% more than that. But the first quarter was adversely impacted because of the severe heat wave, the elections, and there was huge absenteeism. And normally, the first quarter is traditionally in our industry, you can see in years is a slower quarter compared to the pickup that happens in the further quarters. So we are very confident that we'll be able to make up this in the coming 3 quarters and reach our target. We've always projected that we'll do about 10 to 11,000 wagons this year, and we should be in target to do that.
Okay, 10 to 11,000 wagons this year. That's in FY25?
Yeah.
Okay, and in terms of those are the passenger deliveries that you're talking about?
No, these are the freight wagons. As far as the passenger, the passenger trains are concerned, which is the PRS segment, we had told in March also. If you see really that the revenue that we had on a year-on-year comparison is about 100 crore less in passenger, that is primarily because the Pune metro contract was completed, the execution was completed, and the Bangalore and the Surat, Ahmedabad and the Vande Bharat actually is. So Bangalore, for example, the production started last month, and we'll start the first train of the Bangalore metro will be delivered in Q2. So, this is going to ramp up really from Q2 onwards. I would say more than Q2, Q3 onwards. And, we are going to get to capacity as far as the passenger rail segment in FY26 when Vande Bharat also starts. So this is a business which is new, which is picking up. And I think we are very well on track to pick up this business.
So, in the passenger business, your margins currently are at around 6.1% to be precise. But earlier you had targeted for an exit margin of 10% in FY25. Are you on track to doing that? And will that be largely from the passenger segment?
Absolutely. So, it's all a question of operating leverage. So the fixed cost in a passenger business is quite substantial. We have design centers and we have like a very, very large scale infrastructure. So obviously with a 60 crore revenue, the margins come under pressure. But going forward, even for the year, we would be, for the PRS alone, the targeted margin should not be a challenge for us to achieve.
Okay, the start of the year has been a little bit soft, as you said, because of severe heat wave, elections and the likes. But for the year, what kind of a revenue number are you looking at? And the consolidated margins as well will be at around 10%, right, for the year? That's FY25. In FY26, I think you have hinted it goes to 12-13%.
So as far as the passenger segment is concerned, you're right. As far as the freight segment is concerned, what we had always said is that the margins are likely to be around 12%. That is what we have always guided. As far as the revenue is concerned, I just mentioned we have a strong order book. We have an order book of 20,000 wagons in the freight. We have very strong order books in the passenger. So we'll be able to ramp up the freight in these next 3 quarters. And the passenger is a much more, I would say, gradual ramp up. It will continue from Q2 onwards. But we'll really see the big impact of the passenger in FY26.
Okay, all right. There's a 55,000 crores worth of ordering pipeline. I think we've discussed this in the past. How much can you garner, sir?
So these are tender-oriented business. For me to give a number to that is going to be very
okay. What's your normal hit rate?
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. We normally in the freight side, we've always had about a 25% market share. So we will continue to keep our market share on the freight side. As far as the passenger is concerned, so if you really look at FY24, we did an average of maybe 3 cars per month. we will reach close to 15 cars per month by end of FY25. And the capacity that we are doing, we are building that FY26, FY27, 28, the ultimate target is to reach 72 cars per month. So that is the kind of delta that we are talking about, from 3 cars per month on an average to 70 cars per month in maybe 4 years.
Okay, all right, Mr. Chaudhary, appreciate you joining in and giving us a fair sense of why the past quarter was weak and why you're optimistic about the future from here on as well. Wish you well for the second quarter and for the remainder of this year as well. For the